I started this channel a year ago, and I thought I might take the time to share some of the channels that I follow. If you're interested in my content, you may find some of this content interesting. I'm going to go through a list that I've constructed in ascending order of the number of followers. I think it's important to share some of these channels because if you're not highlighted by the YouTube algorithm, you can get lost. So I'm going to start with Hammer44, has 196 followers. The focus of my personal collection is Hank Aaron, so this channel is right up my alley. Next is Mike the Sports History Collects 1947 with 240 subscribers. He's a guy with very similar interests to mine. His Athletes at War videos specifically are fantastic. Drew at Clean Cheap Shots has 263 followers. It's a great baseball card channel that includes some history of the men on the cardboard. My kind of channel for sure. Followed by Signs of the Pastime with 336 subscribers. Hugo, really entertaining baseball card guy. Seems like a guy I'd like to have a beer with. Red Sox fan, which of course means he's quality people. Next we have Rocket J Rick 18 with 361 subscribers. Just another friendly guy who puts out quality vintage baseball card videos. He goes deep into sharing his collection. Case in point, his video on his 1954 Topps set is over an hour. So if you're part of the TikTok 30-second attention span crowd, it might not be for you. But if you want to sit back and listen to a guy who knows his stuff, check him out. Next, we have Baseball Time Traveler with 387 subscribers. He only has 13 videos, but they're all good. He doesn't put out content just for the sake of putting out content. Next, we have Dan's Vintage Baseball PC, 474 subscribers. Don't be confused by the fancy name. It is just Dan and friends of his. I met Dan online, extremely knowledgeable, and he dives deep into specific players and their cards. And if you want to learn something and see content that goes beyond the simple SGC grade reveals that litter YouTube, check out Dan. Father-Son Vintage Cards with 748 subscribers. I love this channel because I'm a dad, and watching Jake and his old man build their collection is special. Billy Ball Game Sports Cards with 1,030 subscribers. Baseball card talk from a likable guy with cool hats. And next we have Chris from Missouri with 1,220 subscribers. Baseball cards. It's a baseball card channel. I just like the way that Chris talks and spins yarns. He's younger than me, I suspect, but he reminds me of that uncle that always has an interesting story to tell you. The Baseball Professor at 1,500 subscribers is really entertaining baseball content. It's not about cards. If you want to see a video talking about wacky batting stances or dive deep into how sports salaries have escalated to the point where they are today, or how about a lecture series on baseball in the dead ball era, this channel would be for you. We have Mr. Mangini at 3,550 subscribers, the funniest guy in the sports card hobby. His knowledge on baseball cards is unsurpassed. Prove me wrong. Vintage Card Curator with 4,000 subs. Super channel, real high quality content. The video he put out on bringing 1973 Topps to life is a must watch if you're into baseball cards and history of the game. His investigative videos on PSA 10s will open your eyes to the way that the grading game is stacked against you. Midlife Cards, 4,790 subscribers. Greg, my favorite hobby guy to watch. His videos are one-take streams of consciousness, but they are so good because he's extremely likable. My son teases me because one summer beach trip, it seemed like every time he walked into the room, I was watching Greg. Baseball Collector, Mike Moynihan with 7,980 subs. I mean, let's be honest, he is the greatest. He's been around the longest, I think, and I'm almost certain he doesn't know who I am, but he did take time out of his day to answer a few Instagram DMs I sent him when I was contemplating starting my own channel, and I appreciate that. He seems to have time for just about anybody. Lastly, we have Junk Wax Hero with 8,310 subs. Another Mike and another Red Sox fan. Great hobby content in a relaxed, calm delivery. No YouTube quick cuts or stupid shocked face thumbnails, just quality content. and one of the few people that I follow on the Twitter hellscape. So I don't know why you would care, but if you're interested in what I follow on YouTube away from baseball, there are a few channels that I think are really quite good. I am very interested in running, so I follow a number of running related channels. I won't go into all of them. I'll just highlight a couple. There is Noah Lyles, the Olympian. He has a channel with 109,000 subs. Mark Lewis Fitness is hilarious, 302,000 subs. Runner Boy with 19,900 subs. And the Serious Runner is pretty funny with 10,000 subs. Outside of that, if you're interested in history, there's Pre-Modernist History with 243,000 subs. And I really like Medieval Madness with 310,000 subs. If you're interested in what medieval life was like, I think you'd like that channel. There's Pilot Debrief with 446,000 subs that I follow, even though I am not a pilot. I just find it really interesting. I kind of got interested in him when I was researching my episode on Thurman Munson. And lastly, Outdoor Boys. If you have any interest whatsoever in outdoors and you haven't heard of Luke and Outdoor Boys, you've got to check it out. 8.56 million subscribers and just really entertaining videos. That's it. Thanks. Take care.